Hey everyone, it's Carlos here. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. All right, you guys, so this is going to be a completely first for me. First impressions, first everything. So in today's video, we're going to be reviewing a few new products that actually just came out a couple weeks ago from a brand that I've never ever either purchased, tested on my channel, or gave any thoughts and opinions and actually on the products themselves. So in today's video, we're going to be reviewing all 6 new shades from Flower Beauty in the Watercolor Eye Tint shadows. Yes, that is the title, Watercolor Eye Tint. No clue exactly what exactly that is. What's the difference between these comparison to the liquid eyeshadows that's currently on the market? So that is exactly what the video is about today. See how well they perform, the quality, and my thoughts and opinions. So if you want to know exactly how well these perform, then keep on watching. But before we get started on that, as always, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell as well, so anytime I upload new videos, you automatically get the notifications and give my video a thumbs up as well, because I always appreciate it when you guys do. All right, you guys, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get these suckers swatched, I think, and I definitely want to show you exactly what's in here because it's very intriguing. Anyways, you guys, let's get started. All right, you guys, so as I mentioned, these are Watercolor Eye Tint shadows, I guess. So I did get a total of all, when I say a total of, I did purchase all 6 shades. Each of these shades does retail for $10. So from my understanding, if I remember this correctly, it appears that they are 0.16 floral ounce, so I guess 0.16 floral ounce, if you want to be more precise. So what I really want to show you really quickly, hopefully I can pick one up. It's very intriguing. Maybe I was too busy shaking them up that you're not going to be able to actually see it. I think I did. All right, no, here's one. I'm actually kind of curious. You know what? Let me go ahead and take off the actual wrapper or label here so you can see exactly what I mean. So give me 1 second while I peel the sucker off. All right, you guys, so let me give you a close-up look to show you exactly what this looks like, because it's kind of hard to see with this white label or white frosted label. So I took off the label on one of them so you can see exactly what I'm seeing. If you notice right here, this on top is actual liquid, and the bottom of it, it's actually like the shadow itself, but you do have to shake it. So on the label itself, it does, well, right here it doesn't. On most of them, it tells you right here, shake up or shake me up. So basically, so that you can get the product in here mixed up. So let me go and show you really quickly exactly what I mean by that. So if you shake it up, that's what basically happens right there. When I'm seeing this, it's basically telling me there's probably some water and oil in there. So I am kind of interested in to see how well this is going to perform. And the reason for that is because obviously we know water and oil don't mix well. My other concern is that your eyelids are naturally oily. So I'm wondering how long this is actually going to stay on your eyelids without the 2 oils breaking it down. When I'm saying the 2 oils, I'm talking about your natural skin oils and the oils that are in this particular product. Because again, you can tell there's actual oil in there. Look at that, the breaking down. It doesn't want to break down. So that's the reason why I really definitely want to do a review on this and give you my thoughts and opinions. So I went on to Flower Beauty's website because I wanted to give a little bit more information about the actual eyeshadows themselves. I shouldn't say eyeshadows because technically that isn't what they're called. Again, it's watercolor eye tint. It doesn't, for some reason, doesn't want to come out. All right, so basically what it states here, the new watercolor eye tint is a revolutionary, innovative, water-infused liquid eyeshadow that instantly illuminates with a soft, luminous and radiant finish. It's infused with rose water to leave lids feeling calm and smooth upon application. Crease-free and never sticky or tacky. Water-based formula is fast drying and allows for easy blendable color in one swipe. All right, you guys, so that's kind of the reason why pretty much I wanted to pick these up, because it sounds too good to be true. Because if you tried other liquid eyeshadows, it does feel kind of heavy, pasty, sticky, like they said on here, and it almost kind of feels like it doesn't feel comfortable on your eyelids. Does that make any sense? Hopefully that does. All right, you guys, so I went ahead and swatched all 6 shades on my arm right here so you can get a good idea of how they look like in terms of pigment and how they swatch overall. So the first shade on the bottom, that one is Twilight Wash. The next shade right here, that is Sunset Wash. The next shade right here, that is Blush Wash. This shade right here, that is Stellar Wash. This would be Violet Wash right here. And the last and final color, that would be Sienna Wash. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and test one or two of these eyeshadows themselves. Again, the Watercolor Eye Tint, and see how well they actually apply and how they blend out when actually using a makeup brush. So let's go ahead and get started on that. Alright, you guys, so since this is a little bit of a different formula, I don't know exactly which brush I should actually be using, just because this is more of a liquid eyeshadow itself, and those typically you do need to finesse it slightly differently than you would with an eyeshadow like pan that comes in a palette. Some people will say no, but personally for me, that's how I've experienced it. So the shade that I'm going to go into, I'm going to go in, that didn't sound right. I'm going to go into the Sienna Wash, and I'm going to use this on the outer corner of my eyes. I'm just going to use just a little bit because, again, I don't know how this is actually going to look. And this is the actual applicator, just in case if you're curious and how it looks like. So let's just see how this is going to apply. So I'm just going to apply just a little bit right here. Yeah, that's enough. And let me just get, I'm just going to get more of a, I don't know, more slightly fluffier brush. So let's go ahead and just kind of buff this out here and see how this applies. I am going to tell you right away, I haven't had the best experience using liquid eyeshadows. I'm more comfortable with actual dry shadows comparison to liquid. So I don't want to be completely negative in this actual formula, just because I know personally for me, I don't do well with liquid eyeshadows, but I definitely want to try these out since it's a little bit different from your standard liquid eyeshadows. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and keep finessing this actual look right here and see exactly how well it performs. So keep on watching. Alright, you guys, so I went ahead and apply a little bit more, as you saw, a little bit more eyeshadow right there. I end up using a different brush as well. I felt that one was a little bit too soft to actually blend anything out. Alright, I'm wondering if you can tell exactly what I have an issue with this look so far. If you know, definitely leave a comment if you can point out what I do have a slight problem with this right now. Alright, you guys, so the next shadow I'm going to be using, yes, I'm going to use another one. I'm going to be using the wait, did I just use the Sunset? No, I didn't. Use the Sunset blush. I'm going to actually use this right over here in the inner corner of the eye. Yeah, I'm just curious to see exactly how well these two blend together, if that makes any sense. All right, let's go ahead and do that right now. All right, you guys, so I was able to go ahead and blend that shade out. It's pretty. I'm not going to say it's not. Hopefully, you're able to still see my slight concern that I do have with this particular product. So, okay, when I was actually using this, I was thinking to myself, I wonder how it would perform if you applied these particular watercolor eye tints directly on top of eyeshadows. Would it actually intensify the look a little bit more? So that is what I'm going to do on this side. I'm actually going to get two different shades. They're similar to these colors right that I just got done using. And I'm going to see if it makes any difference. Because again, I still have a slight issue with this side, and I'm going to tell you why. So you got to keep on watching. So let me look for a palette really quickly with similar looks to these shades right here, or similar color to these shades right here. And then we'll test it on this side and apply it directly onto the eyeshadows and see exactly if what's in my head, if it's going to perform that way. Does that make any sense? Anyways, you guys. All right, guys. So as I do the same on this side, I'm going to apply it directly onto there. I'm just going to see if this is actually going to intensify, what I mean by that is make this look a little bit more bolder. Because right here, I still have a slight concern about this overall look. I mean, again, they're two different products, so I'm not expecting like it to perform exactly the same way, but I definitely want you to keep watching so you know exactly why I have a concern with these. I mean, I like them, but then I don't like them. You ever get that? Anyways, all right, so let's go ahead. I'm just going to apply this right here like I did on the other side. And I'm just going to take the same brush and I'm going to buff it outward. All right, you guys, so I went off camera for just a brief moment to complete the overall look. So I ended up putting some mascara on. All right, you guys, so besides that, my thoughts and opinions about these watercolor eye tint shadows. All right, you guys, so I really wanted to like these. I really did. Now, yes, it doesn't feel greasy, doesn't feel sticky, it doesn't feel heavy. So I'll give them that 100%. It actually feels really nice to the skin. Like, look at this. You see this? Look at, like, there's a little bit rub off, of course, but that's even with any eyeshadow. But look at this. It didn't like give like a smear off overall nasty look. You know what I mean? By doing this. Anyways, you guys, so can you tell the difference? Why I have an issue with this eye and not this eye? Can you see? Okay, so this eye is the eye that I actually use only the actual product itself to apply. This is what I have a problem with. Right over here, and I'm not sure if it's because maybe it's a user issue, maybe it was just me, I don't know, maybe it was the actual brush. So many different factors that could have played into this, but there's a line, you know, there's a harsh line, and then I was actually trying to get the brush to buff out, and again, this could be just me being nitpicky. I'm like here buffing it out, buffing it out, buffing it out, and that line just would not go. You see what I mean? Like, it's not. And especially on the outer corner of my eye right here, there's a line. Like, you can tell, like, it's not blended right? So I'm like back and forth, and I'm like, that's why I end up getting this brush, thinking that it's more of a dense brush, and then I can actually do it. And look, it's still there. It for whatever reason, it's just not budging. It is what it is. Again, it's very minimal over here. I keep going to the other side. It's very minimal on this side, meaning the pigment level. So if you're looking for something that's going to be soft and natural and overall just, you know, a really clean look, then absolutely go with these. Just keep in mind that you're going to have to finesse it a little bit longer because for whatever reason, they do dry down and it gets really difficult to blend them out. Now, why I wanted to actually use an eyeshadow palette is because I wanted to see if it was going to take the standard eyeshadow colors themselves and boost up the overall look by applying these other products on top of it. And if you notice, it actually did do just that. It actually kind of like intensified in a really soft way the overall look. So again, these are the difference. This is an actual product itself, just by itself, and this is where I actually use an actual palette and with the product on top of it, basically using it as a topper. So let me go ahead and show you an overall look and a visual close-up appearance. Hopefully that makes sense. You see this? No harsh lines whatsoever, like at all. Like, I don't see anything. I mean, maybe it's just me, but I don't see any harsh lines. And the product, when I did use these to go on top of it, no issues whatsoever. It blended out quite well. Like, it really did. Would I suggest these to someone else? Yes and no. I would suggest picking out one of your favorite overall shades, stick with that, and use it as a topper directly on an existing eyeshadow palette. Definitely leave a comment below. Let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions about these watercolor eye tint shadows. Do you think they're a hit? Do you think they're a miss? Would you pick them up? And if so, which colors would you get and why? All right, you guys. So if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell as well. So anytime I upload new videos, you automatically get the notifications and give my video a thumbs up as well. Because as always, I greatly appreciate it when you guys do. So until then, make sure you all brush your teeth, wash your culo, and subscribe. I will see you all in my next video. Take care. Bye now.